And yeah, there were a few corrections. Yeah, as I said, like, just place the assignments once. Don't try to, place multiple times because it will become difficult for us. Uh, you know, too many of duplicate copies will confuse the teachers, right? And when you're writing E, one thing that I would wanted to bring to notice was like, you're writing it fine, okay, but don't tilt, and you see this tilting should be avoided. Try to keep it, like as natural curve like this, something natural. You have to first take it to the top like this. I understand with the flow, it'll come like this, but intentionally please avoid writing, when you're writing this E matra, don't make it uh slanted curve. Just try to, bring lift the uh pen and then to the top, then bring it down like this, something. Let it be as curve as natural as possible. Intentionally don't try to bend too much, is what I wanted to say. Yeah, and yeah, Virender, and yeah, I think your assignments I have checked. It's very beautifully written. Thank you for submitting. And one you had missed the bindu on the top. I have added it. All right. And yeah, remaining all you people are doing good work. And also the comments have been provided by other teachers who have checked the assignment. Please check and correct as needed. Okay, even Ko, it's very nicely written. And thank you, Vishaldhar. Yeah, once I just wanted to mention one thing here. Yeah, so when you're writing you have missed a round here at the bottom. Okay, so yeah, try to, you know make sure you complete the alphabet. That's one thing. And as I told you, when you're writing or anything related to kind of an alphabet, this circle has to be clearly visible. Please don't eat away that part of alphabet. This is very important. When you're writing it, here you see, when you bring it down, please, this zero or this round O has to be clearly visible. And then you then drag it to the top, bring it down, and make this circle here. Okay, this this circle or this O should be clearly visible. Please don't eat away that, otherwise it'll look half done. Okay, so that's important. Yeah, remaining all I have checked. So we have submission from Shivansh. Nicely written. Thank you. So yeah, let's begin the class. It's we're already a little late today. So before we begin the class, let me quickly recite or you know recite a Saraswati shloka as a good practice before we start the class. A minute. Om Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada. So before we start, let's pray to Goddess that she'll, bless us with a lot of wisdom to learn Sharda Lipi so that you can be of a help to others. Okay. So we have done till we've finished the Kavarga. Today we will do Chavarga, so that Chavarga, Tavarga will try to finish two Vargas, and then I'll quickly revise them by the end of the class. So we'll start with Chavarga. I hope my screen is visible. Can somebody please confirm on chat? Okay. Okay, thanks. So Chavarga. First we'll start with Cha. I'll write Devanagari Cha here first. Okay, this is Devanagari Cha. In Sharada, how do you write it? First, you're writing a straight Shiroreka, okay, the horizontal line. Now, from the left part, you draw a vertical line. Please bring it down, okay. Make a circle here, okay. Tilt it down towards right. Bring it down a little. Gently lift it up and connect it back. Draw straight and connect it back to the Shiroreka. This is Cha. I'll repeat. Draw a Shiroreka, and from left part of the Shiroreka, draw a straight line. Okay, make a round here. Okay, and then tilt it, bring it down straight, gently lift it up, and then draw straight, connect it back to the Shiroreka. This is Cha. If you write with a normal pen, how does that look like? Okay, you draw a straight vertical line, make a round here, gently bring it down, lift it up, and connect it to the Shiroreka. This is Cha. Next, we will learn how to write Cha. I'll write Devanagari Cha first. Okay, this is Cha. If you're writing this in Sharada, first draw a Shiroreka. Alright. And from center of the Shiroreka, draw a straight vertical line, and then immediately make this sleeping 8 or the infinity sign, and then stop it. Whereas in Ko you were extending, here you don't. The 8 is at the bottom part of the alphabet. Okay, draw a straight line, draw a Shiroreka, a very small vertical line, okay, as small as possible, and then immediately you draw this infinity sign here, or the sleeping 8. This is Cha. Okay, let me write with this pen. Draw a Shiroreka, a very small line. You see how small I have written? And immediately you draw this. This is Cha. Next, we'll learn how to write Ja. This is Devanagari Ja. First, you draw a Shiroreka, and then from the left part, draw a straight line. Okay, make a round shape, then bring it down a little, and then just slightly lift it up here and then stop it. That's it. Very, it's that lift of what you right do at the here, right, at this part, it's very, it's lightly visible, not too much. Okay, and on the top of the Shiroreka, draw two small parallel lines, very small. It should be like a dot. Okay, not a dot, but very small lines. It should give you this shape. I'll write it again. First, you draw a Shiroreka, and from the left part, draw a vertical line, make a round, and then gently bring it down and slightly lift it up here and then stop it. Okay. On the top here, draw two small lines, very small. If you write this with a normal pen, it will look like this. Very just slowly, and then just lift it up and then just stop. And here you will have two small lines. Okay, this is J. Next, we'll go with J. I'll write Devanagari J first. This is Devanagari J. If you're writing in Sharada, first you have to draw a Shiroreka. From the left part, draw a vertical line, straight line, okay? And then a small, lift it up here, okay? And then connect it back. A small triangle kind of a shape here. And from the right part of the Shiroreka, you are drawing this. Bring it down, lift it up, and connect it back. The A matra, how you write A? Same way, but the only thing is here at the bottom, you'll have a triangle shape. Okay, first draw a Shiroreka. From left side, draw a straight vertical line and draw a triangle shape here. Okay, and from the right part of the Shiroreka, draw this A matra, gently connected to the center. This is J. If you write this with a normal pen, it'll look like this. This is J. Just like A, how you write, but the only difference here is you will get this triangle shape on the vertical line at the bottom. Next, we'll learn how to write Nya. I'll write Devanagari Nya first. Okay, this is Devanagari Nya. In Sharada, if you write, it'll be first as a Shiroreka. Left side, draw a straight vertical line. This will be of the same length of what you're writing Shiroreka. And on the right part of the Shiroreka, draw a small line first. Make a O shape here. And then gently bring it down and stop it. This is Nya. I'll write it again. First, draw a Shiroreka. From the left part, draw a straight vertical line. And on the right side, draw a small line. Make a round shape, a curve, and then gently bring it down. You have to get this shape here. Okay, I'll show it again. This, when you're writing, the C shape should come here and then a gentle curve. So what are the things that you have to note here is when this is the axis of the alphabet here. Okay, in this particular alphabet, please pay attention. This is the axis of the alphabet. Here, what you're doing is when you're writing this nya and when you're bringing it down here, that's it. You should not you should not meet this axis. It has to be a little away from it. In the sense, when you make this round here, and you bring it down, it should be here. Suppose, say the axis of the alphabet is here. Try to keep this O curve like this when you're bringing it here, right? Try to keep it a little away from this axis. Okay, don't try to intersect this axis like this. Try to keep a little away, not too much. Okay, when you're writing it, this O should be there, this curve should be this depth of the alphabet, and then you're just keeping it here. Okay, this is nya. So this is the chavarga. Next, we will go with tavarga. Let me share my screen. Just a minute. Okay. When you're writing tavarga, first I'll write the Devanagari ta first. Okay. This is ta. In Sharada, if you're writing ta, first as usual write a Shiroreka. From the left part, draw a straight vertical line and make a U, gentle, small U shape here, and then just stop it. Okay, on the top, you write a small triangle here like this. It's a sharp, edged curve here. Okay, this is ta. I'll repeat. First, draw a Shiroreka. From the left side, draw a vertical line, make a U curve here, and then just stop it there. And on from the right part of the Shiroreka, draw a small triangle like this, very small. Okay, this is ta. If you write with a normal pen, it'll look like this. Okay, it's just like how you write, I think, R, right? R alphabet, same as that. But the only thing is, here on the top, you make you make this shape here like this, and even R also, like, it'll be similar. So this is how ta is written. And next we'll write tha. Tha is nothing but just a circle in Sharada. That's it. This is tha, a O. If you write with a normal pen also, it is just an O. This is tha. Okay. Next we'll write da. Okay, this is da. In Sharda, first you draw a Shiroreka. From not to left and not to the middle also, somewhere here, draw a small line, very small, make a round shape, and then bring it down like this, and then stop it. This is da. I'll repeat. First, you need to draw a Shiroreka. From the left side, a small line, okay, and draw this O here, bring in a round shape here, and then gently bring it down, and then stop it halfway. If you observe the, so this is the axis of the alphabet, right? When you're writing this O curve here, please listen, students, you're making a zero. Okay, you have to bring in this depth to the alphabet. Okay, and then stop it here. You are not going to intersect with this axis. That's the rule. Okay. When you draw curve, make this O, then just stop it. The things that you will have to note here in this alphabet is you have to maintain this space here. Okay, you're not supposed to touch the Shiroreka once you draw this O or this circle, and then you draw this C kind of a shape, round shape here, bring it down, and then you stop it. Okay, so this is the axis of the alphabet from the left part. So you are going to maintain this space, at least, this much space, not too much or not too less. You have to maintain this space here. And on the top, you have to maintain this space, a very little space here. Okay. And then you have to make this shape here. This is D. I'll write it again. First, you draw a Shiroreka. From left part, a small line, make a round shape. Okay. And then immediately bring the depth into the alphabet and bring it down. Make sure you keep it within this frame of the alphabet. Don't extend this, this curve outside the Shiroreka. Keep it inside. If you write with this normal pen, it'll look like this when you're writing it. This is D. Okay. Next, we will go with D. I'll write Devanagari D first. This is a Devanagari D. If you're writing in Sharada, first you draw a Shiroreka. From the left part, draw a straight vertical line. Okay, and make this round. Gently bring it down a little, lift it up, and make a round shape here. This is D. I'll repeat. Draw a Shiroreka first. From the left part of this, draw a vertical line, make a round, gently bring it down a very little, and then immediately lift it up and make a circle. What is that you'll have to note here is, students, please pay attention here. When you're making this round here, right? Let me pick up some bright color. Yeah, when you're writing this, when you make this O, all right, and you bring it down a little, and then you make this circle. It's a pretty big circle, and it has to be visible here. This has to be visible. It has to be this big. Okay, when you're writing it, make a gentle, bring it down. This has to be clearly seen, this circle. It's not like this round that you make, because this round, when you make it and when you drag it towards right, it will not be seen. But here the white space inside the round has to be seen. And you have to get this wave kind of a form when you write a slight wave here kind of a form, and then make a round. Okay, you have to get this wave structure, very very gentle it will be, and then just lift it up and make a round. This is D. If you're writing this with a normal pen, okay, you gently lift it up, make a round shape. This is D. Next, we'll learn how to write no. No, first I'll write it in Devanagari. This is Devanagari no. This is no, Devanagari no. If you're writing in Sharda, please observe. You have to make this like this, M kind of a shape, and just lift it up and then stop it. It has to be a little tilted towards the top like this. Okay, not too much, but it should be the visibility of the alphabet should be pointing more towards the top right. I'll repeat. You have to draw this kind of a shape and draw a straight line here, which is this alphabet has to take towards this direction. Don't slant it too much, I would say. It should be slightly visible, like, when you're writing it, it has to be like this. You also see if you write like this, but instead of keeping it like in this straight way, right? Just gently you bend it and keep it to the top like this. If you say this is the line here, just try to, the angle of no should let it be in a very little. It should be like this. If you're writing this with a normal pen, okay, it could be like this. This is no. And I will repeat this. What are the possible things that can go wrong is like when you're writing no, right? Few people keep this line like this. This is a once you draw this M shape here, you see from the bottom here what I'm doing. I'm drawing a straight line towards the right top. Okay, this is how it's written. This is no. So we've finished Chavarga and Tavarga. We will quickly do a recap of all the three workers that we have done today. Um, Let me share my screen. Minute. Okay. First, we'll start with K. This is a revision of the previous class, cover K, that we have done. Okay. This is K in Devanagari. If you're writing this in Sharda, you first draw Shiroreka from center. You draw a vertical line. From the middle of it, you draw this infinity symbol here. You see, this is K. Next, we'll write how to write K. Draw a straight vertical line and then a small u and then bring it down. This is K. You should draw a straight Shiroreka. Sorry, that is the one I showed you was a Devanagari. Sorry, Sharda K. First, let me write Devanagari. So this is Devanagari K. In Sharda, draw Shiroreka, a straight vertical line, a small u here, which connects to the Shiroreka, then bring it down. This is K. Then, as I told you, G will remain as it is, no changes in both Devanagari and Sharda. G will be same. Next, we'll the G. This is Devanagari G. If you're writing it in Sharada, just a gentle curve, bring it down straight, lift it to the top. Okay, it should be equivalent point of where you started, and then you make this W. Then again lift it to the top, then drag this down, draw a straight line. This is G. Next, we'll write ng. This is ng. If you're writing this here, you first draw a Shiroreka. From the left side, draw a vertical line. Okay, don't keep it halfway of the Shiroreka. Gently make a curve, then draw a straight line towards the bottom. There's no bend in that line. And on the top, you make this small triangle. This is Then I'll revise a chavarga that we did. I'll change the color. Okay, this is Devanagari Cha. Uh, yes, if you have any questions, we will take up by end of the class. Uh, okay, so I just need another 10 minutes, then we can take up the questions. This is Devanagari Cha, and if you're writing this in Sharada, first draw a horizontal line. That's the Shiroreka. From the left side, draw a vertical line. Okay, make a round shape, bring it slightly down, and then immediately lift it up and connect it back to the Shiroreka. Okay. If you see this wave of writing cho, you have to get this shape inside, right? Inside also you see. You bring it down and then immediately you lift it up and connect it back. Okay, this is ch. Next, we learned how to write ch. You're writing ch. You first draw a shiroreka. From the center of it, draw a small vertical line. Immediately have this tilted 8 or the infinity. This is ch. Ch, ch, right? Next, we'll write j. This is Devanagari j. In Sharda, first draw a Shiroreka. From the left side, draw a vertical line. Okay, same length of the Shiroreka. Draw a small triangle here. And from the right part of the Shiroreka, you have to draw this A kind of a shape. See how sharp and how beautiful it looks. You have to get this depth here. Just like how you write A and I, you make this shape right. It will be the same way. Oh, my bad. I have written J, right? Sorry. J is not like that. Please correct it. Okay, this is J is draw a Shiroreka and from left side a vertical line and then make a round Then gently make a small wave shape and then lift it up. And here on the top, two small lines. This is J. Please correct it. I said the Dhirga one, not that. So this is the right J. Now we will write J that I said. So this is the J. This is Devanagari J. First you draw a Shiroreka, and then from left side draw a vertical line, same length of Shiroreka, and make a small triangle. From the right part you make this curve and connect it to the center of where you've started from. This is J. Next, we'll go with Nya. This is Devanagari Nya. If you are writing this in Sharada, first you draw a Shiroreka. From the left side, draw a straight vertical line, same length of Shiroreka, and from right side, draw a small line, make a round here, make a curve, gently bring it down, tilt it towards the center but not touching the axis, and then just stop it there. This is Nya. Next, we learned Tavarga today. 3 Vargas we have done so far. So I request you all to practice this. We have enough time. I'm not going too fast also. I'm trying to maintain the pace of my teaching so that you get caught up with all these properly. Okay, this is, we'll complete this Tavarga revision. This is Devanagari Ta. In Sharda, first draw a Shiroreka. From the left side, draw a vertical line. Immediately at the bottom, you make this curve. Very gentle curve. On the top, you make a sharp, small triangle here. Okay, this is T. Next, we'll go with T. This is Devanagari T. In Sharda, it will just be a round, a circle. That's it. This is T. Next, we'll on D. This is Devanagari D. If you're writing Devanagari, sorry, Sharda Do, first draw a Shiroreka. From the left side, draw a small vertical line, make a round shape, okay, and then draw this curve here, and then gently bring it towards the inside and then stop it. Not too much, but a little. You should maintain this space between the axis of where you of the alphabet. It's very important. Next, we learned dh. Draw. Okay, this is a Devanagari dh. I'll write this first. In Sharda, first you draw a Shiroreka, and from the left side, draw a straight vertical line, make a round, gently bring it down, make a slight waveform, immediately lift it up and make a circle, a visible O, this white space inside. This should be a bigger O or a circle where you can see the space inside this. This is dh. Next, we learned no. This is Devanagari no. In Sharada, told you, make this M kind of a shape, okay, which is slanting, which is more towards, inclined towards the top right, like this. It has to be. Should be. So yeah, I'll unmute all the participants. So you should be able to ask questions now. Yes, any doubts or questions so far, students? You can ask.
Yeah, Snehaji, this is Sumit.
Yeah. Yeah, hi Sumit.
Ma'am, for in the Varga, in the Anga, is it a triangle at the end or this a
You
circle
mean
when you draw the pen?
in the Tavarga, right?
No, in the curve Varga, the
Tavar.
Pathshala.
Yeah, in
Is it
Tavarga, if you're writing it, this will be a gentle, it's a sharp-edged, what you say, a triangle shape only, you can say. But if you're writing it, you first bring it down and then lift it up and connect it back in an angled way. So you get this triangle shape if you're writing
the
it.
white space has to be there?
Yeah, very slightly, not too much, because I'll tell you the reason down the line why you, if you keep turn, just a very small triangle, very small, not needed, not necessary. You should have a white space. No, you can just keep it like this too. It should not be a, even if it covers, it's not a problem. But yeah, very small line, or the reason why don't extend like this, I will tell you, because we have a dirgha for this particular alphabet. It will just be this small, very small.
And the same applies for the also, right?
Yeah, yeah,
It is
same
triangle.
yeah, same applies for this and also these two. Yeah.
And the ma'am, here you also put a triangle at the when you put a vertical
Which
line. Here,
the
here,
this
here, here.
yeah. Oh yeah, right, this one. Yeah, even this one also, not necessary. This triangle has to be, this should be seen, okay, this, when you draw
So
it
it's not
slightly,
a triangle with a white space. It's not necessary, right?
not
Last.
necessary, but yeah, you have to get this sharpness here. So obviously, if you have to get that, it will look like this, whether you want to keep it like this or you want to keep it like this sharp edged has to be seen.
Even if you should have a white space, that's okay. White
No,
space is
not
fine.
necessary you should have a white space. You can write it in the flow as how you're getting it on your pen.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, Krishna, for the tattvas for these alphabets, please make a note. For Ch will be Gandha, okay, and Ch is Rasa, J will be Rupa, and Jh is Sparsha, and Nya is Shabda. And for Tavarga, let me see if I have made a note of it.
Ma'am, it was said in the last class
Can you put it on
that
the on a group?
Yes, okay. Fine. I'll just take a photo of it and I'll put it on the group, Krishna. And also by end of the classes, right? We will also be repeating the tattvas for everybody. So you don't have to worry about it. We'll let you know. Yeah,
Uh,
and for Tavarga, please make a note. T is for it's about the elements of the body, it will be reproduction for T, and Th is what you say, Vayu. Oh, okay, and yeah, and D will be Pada, Dh is Pani, and N is Vak. That's the speech. These are the Karmendriyas for Tavarga. Yeah.
Ma'am, what is
So
called from K to N? The way we call it Chavarga and Tavarga, what it's called from K to N?
K is Kavarga, Ch is Chavarga, T will be Tavarga.
Okay.
Similarly, T going forward will be Tavarga, Pavarga, and Yaralava, Shasha. Yeah, that's it. That should complete the Vyanjan. But I think, yeah, next class, maybe I'll take another 2 more classes to complete the Vyanjan. So we should be done by then.
So Sneha ma'am, one more question. So
Yeah.
when we talk about Tattva, so they're also applicable for the Devanagari script also?
Devanagari, I am not sure, but in Sharada it is there because I learned from Rakesh ji. So like, yeah, they're all seniors, so they are well aware about Sharada. So when I learned, so I was taught with all the Vargas, the Tattvas and all that. Yeah, I think it should be applicable because the alphabets, since like uh, all the lipis that we write here in Bharat, right? So it is all they all hold a equal importance. So the language that is commonly used for Devanagari or Sharda is Sanskrit. So obviously the tattvas also will imply the same, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Hello, Sneha ji. This is Srivalli.
Yeah, hi Shrivali.
Uh, yeah, I had a question actually for the last two sessions I wanted to ask, but I kind of skipped it.
Okay.
Uh, can I know a little bit of history about Sharda script and what was its predecessor?
Okay.
This is from my linguist mind, I'm asking.
Yeah, because we are running short of time. If you can just go through our very first session, we have shared a presentation about the history of Sharda Lipi. And
Okay.
yeah, so the very first, if you go to our YouTube channel, the where we have shared all our videos today, also
I
we'll be
attended the
sharing.
class actually.
Yeah,
I
so
don't remember
yeah,
going through
so
that.
yeah, so
I don't know if you actually explained what was the parent writing system of Sharda
see,
Lipi.
yeah, I mean the writing system of the lipis, or like this, it's all from the Brahmi lipi, the very first Brahmi lipi, and then they're all like 500, 780 old scripts. Okay, so
Hmm?
Sharda Lipi is definitely one of the ancient lipis, and it holds a very prominent place next to the Brahmi. The evolution
Hmm.
of the lipi was, yeah, very old, and it was the scholars of these who formed these were from Abhinav Gupta. They're all scholars, and there's a very nice book called Malini Vijayotra. You can just refer to that. In that, they have explained about Sharda Lipi and all the Vargas in detail, and also like how the origin of this like started and how they developed this into a Siddha Matrika. You can refer to that. It's a very nice book. You can get it online. You can
Can
just
you
Google
repeat the
it.
name?
It's Malini Vijayottara.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good copy because even I've just gone through it. It's a nice one. You can just check that. It's a you get
Okay.
good information
Can
about
you repeat the
Sharada
name?
Lipi.
Malini Vijay. Can you spell it?
Yes. Malini Vijayottara.
Yes.
Malini Malini Vijayottara. Vijayothara.
Okay. I have another question.
Yes.
Actually, when I was doing my proposal defense, I was going through Raj Tarangini. That
Okay.
time I've had to depend on the Hindi translation
Okay.
to take my references from there. So
Mm-hmm.
at the end of this whole course, will
Mm-hmm.
I be able to read the original Raj Tarangini, which is written in Sharda script?
Yes. I mean, like, you see, what we are teaching is the Unicode format of Sharda, and what
Mm-hmm.
the scripts that exist in, like, libraries or anywhere across India. It's the ancient way of writing. Like, every alphabet has a lot of variations from then to now. All right. If you see the way we write no, it differs. We are teaching in a Unicode format because we have developed a script uh, for the usage on the computer and laptops.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if you're comparing this script to that, there will be a lot of difference, firstly, and
Okay.
the alphabets also, they will definitely vary. You may need some effort to understand, at least 2 3 pages. You have to get used to their way of writing. It will not be like how we write, because they write very fast, and they write volumes, all right, to match
Yes.
up. Yeah, so being that reason, like, it'll take few pages for you to get used to the writing. Once you understand what they've written as a words or alphabets,
Mm-hmm.
then it should be pretty fast for you to complete the volumes of the books.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be probably too ambitious, but
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. you
I'm a
you
researcher, so that's my job to
Definitely,
be.
yeah. If you have that
Yeah.
passion only, you will be able to take it forward. Else, like, it'll just be like a normal learning. But yeah, that's good if you have this passion.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much for
Yeah,
answering
sure,
patiently.
Shrivali.
I
Thanks.
know it's
Thank you.
out of the course line,
And
but
no, 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 definitely, because like we need such enthusiastic participants, so that it will also boost us to teach more and learn more for ourselves. Yeah.
yeah, I'm into historical linguistics, so naturally
Oh, very
my
nice.
questions come from there.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thanks, Shrivali. Any questions, students?
So Snehaji, the book you referred right now,
Yeah.
Mali
It's
Tatra.
Malini Vijayottara book. If you Google, it is written by, I think it's by Abhinav Gupta. You can get it on Google. You can just try to search for that book. And I
Okay.
believe you must also get the hard copies, in libraries across, north. It should be
What
there.
I got from my initial search was Mani Vidyota Tantra.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. You can just check that. Um,
okay.
Yeah, even I'm not so specific about the Google source of where exactly to get from, but yeah, it should be there available online.
Right, ma'am. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Okay,
ओम
students.
नमस्ते जी।
Yes, yes.
अ,
Namaste.
जी जी, सॉरी टू इंटरप्ट यू,
No issues.
बट मैम प्लीज रिपीट द नेम ऑफ द बुक।
Sir, I will post it in the group so that everybody is aware. Like, what book is that? You can go through that. I mean, right now, I feel it is a little too early for everyone to read that book, because you're still learning alphabets, right? It's a
यस।
little, even that also covers alphabet, no doubt, but it's a little elaborate. Um, so yeah, I feel like once you complete the alphabet and you learn the Sharda rules, then if you read that book, maybe you will get the flow of what exactly you're going to do with Sharda Lipi.
अभी आप बताने वाले थे कोई लाइब्रेरी का नाम नॉर्थ वाली साइड,
No,
वो
no,
बताते बताते रुक गए आप शायद।
nahi, I do not know the name of the libraries of North, but yeah, it should be there in the central library somewhere, Delhi. A lot of libraries, right, in every
यस।
state, the government libraries. Yeah, so I think, yeah, they should be having these books about Sharda. You can, if you belong to those states, then you can go ahead and take a look.
ओके।
Yeah.